Hello and welcome to the Tomcast. I'm Tom, president and dictator for life of 515comics.com. This week I have some exciting news. I got the new proofs from the new printer of volumes 1 and 2. Oh, and they're so nice! From where you're watching, they probably look just like the original volumes 1 and 2, which is good because it's kind of the idea, just trying a new printer. So I was thrilled to finally get these. As you guys may remember from previous Tomcasts, my goal was to get the files resubmitted to the new printer in the first quarter of 2015. That was my goal. And I did get the files submitted, but I can't really claim to have actually completed the goal because I think the idea was to pretty much be done with it by the first quarter, which maybe was a little wishful thinking on my part because I just got the first proofs. Now, the books have been edited before, and so, now it's really just making sure that they print out the way that I want them to. There won't be a lot of editing necessary for these. In fact, Volume 2 looks pretty perfect. I really need to flip through and read the whole thing and make sure that I really do like how the whole book is laid out, because if I want to make changes, again, here's my opportunity. But I do need to make some edits to Volume 1. The interior on Volume 1, for whatever reason, even though I'm pretty sure I saved the files the same way for both volumes, the interiors on Volume 1 are very low resolution. I don't know that it would be easy for me to show you on the camera because everything's probably lower resolution, but essentially, instead of being crisp and clear, it's just a little fuzzy. It looks like everything's just a little out of focus, and if you look at it really close, you can actually see the pixelation. So basically, I just need to resave the interior file at a higher resolution and resubmit it and get another proof. So I'm still going to look through both of these and pore over them and make sure that there's no errors and nothing else that I'm really concerned about. But otherwise, I think that's all I will have to do and get a new proof for Volume 1, and then I can just get more copies of these, and that's great! I think I've mentioned it before, but the main reason that I'm switching printers is so that I can cut down on costs. Now I have a little bit of room to, one, give people a deal if they're going to buy multiple volumes of my books, and two, have better profit margins, which is good for someone who's trying to run his own business. As far as quality is concerned, I'm very impressed with the binding, and I'm very impressed with the outside of the book. I think it looks great, and I think that I actually like the covers on these new prints better than I like how they looked on the older prints. The main difference between the new printer and the old printer is really the interior pages. The ink is a little bit different. It's a little bit lighter. It's still readable. Everything's still very clear. So it's not as sharp and crisp a dark black background that was in the original printed books, but I don't think that the comic suffers for that. Also, the pages are a little bit thinner. It's a lighter weight paper. It's not that noticeable, but I can tell Volume 1, the new Volume 1, second edition of Volume 1 is a little bit thinner than first edition Volume 1. Same with Volume 2. Also, just a little more flexibility in the book. But really, again, I don't think that really bothers me too much. I'll be interested to see how it holds up while I read through and do the editing process. But so far, I have to say I'm really, really impressed. So I'm very excited about this. I will keep you guys posted as more news develops and as I get a further proof for Volume 1 and as I finish editing and make sure that I'm satisfied with Volume 2's layout. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you later. See, look at this. Now they both got the little Volume 1 and 2 thing, and they got the little way mask, and oh, it just makes me happy. It's like that's, now that I'm doing it that way, I just really want them to all look like that. So, huzzah!